All right, what's up, everybody? Matt Moda here with OddsJam. NBA's back, so I am giving you my NBA player prop best bets for today. So I have 4 bets total. 3 of them are full 1-unit McSlams that I absolutely love. One of them is close, a 3/4 unit McSlam. Pretty awesome slate of player props we have here today. Last time I came out with player props on Monday, did not go so well. So hopefully I can right the ship and get some success today. So let's get into it. The first one that I'm going to lock in here is De'Aaron Fox under 25.5 points plus 105 at Bet365. This is going to be the 3/4 unit play, putting $75 on this one. That bet has been placed. So let me just add this one to my bet tracker real quick. Tracking your bets, incredibly important. So let's chat about it. Number one is positive expected value. Of course, every play that shows up on the positive EV page is going to be positive expected value, but we can chat about it. So real quick, I know that people have been commenting that I spent too long explaining the math behind the no-vig odds themselves, so I'll clean that up and make it a little bit quicker. Basically, the way it works, the no-vig odds, OddsJam back-tested thousands of betting opportunities, collected thousands of millions of data points of historical data, use that information to determine what sportsbooks do the best job at pricing odds, use all of those sportsbooks to essentially set the market, remove the vig from all of them. So that's what you see here. These no vig odds, all you need to know is they come from the sharpest sportsbooks in the world with the vig removed. So these sportsbooks generally, we say, these no vig odds that you see here, we view as the true line of what a market should truly be priced at. So anywhere in which you can beat the no vig odds is a positive expected value play. In this case, the no vig line prices this at about minus 101, minus 102, if you want to round up, and we can get it at Bet365 at plus 105. So that's the math behind it, right? Any play that shows up here is going to be mathematically profitable. What you can do on your end to find the best of the best positive EV plays is what you can do starting now. So if you click open a play, as I did, it pulls up where every sportsbook prices odds for this play. Basically, what we're trying to do is see, okay, is the bet that we are placing, this plus 105 at Bet365, is this an outlier when you compare it to the rest of the betting market? Now, it should be, because these no vig odds pull a weighted average. So it should be an outlier, but you still want to check and confirm. In this case, the answer is yes. So it's plus 105 at Bet365. No book has it placed closer than minus 105. And this is Fox Bet. We see like a minus 110, minus 127, minus 120. You can ignore Underdog and Prize Picks because they're DFS sites, same implied odds. And then Bet Online, minus 110. Pinnacle, which is the sharpest sportsbook in the world, minus 116. So all of these books have it at a minimum for minus money. Another reason why I like it is majority of books actually have the under as the more likely scenario. And what I mean by it is this. So Pinnacle prices the under at minus 116. They price the over at minus 112. The minus 116 is the greater number. So they basically say, hey, we think that the under is the more likely scenario here. So we're going to make it more expensive to buy because we think it's more likely, right? Bet Online doesn't have that. They have the over at minus 118, the under at minus 110, but DraftKings favors the under. Caesars favors the under. So these sportsbook think that the under is the more likely scenario. And not only are we getting it for a good price, but we're getting it for plus money. So we're getting it for plus 105. So the no vig odds have a win percentage of above 50%. It's going to be not much, but still 50.4%. And the implied odds of plus 105 means you don't have to win 50% of the time to be profitable. So this is a really good bet. Another thing that I like to do for stats that are a little bit higher, like points, rebounds, assists, stuff like that, is if you view the event page in a new tab, it pulls up where every sportsbook prices this market. And so what we can see is this one isn't really that helpful because some sportsbooks price it a point higher at 26.5, but at minus 115, at minus 118. So I would rather get the plus money and get this one at plus 105. But that's another thing you can do is look into the event page and see where other sportsbooks price it. So the first play that I'm going to lock in here is De'Aaron Fox under 25.5 points. The next one that I'm going to lock in here is this Tyrese Halliburton over 34.5 points, rebounds, assists. Halliburton has been absolutely balling this year. The Nuggets defense has kind of been disappointing. So this one right off the bat, I like from handicapping purposes. I would like to put a full unit on it, but PointsBet unfortunately has me limited. So the most I can get is 52.49. But for those of you at home, you should put a full unit on this one. Tyrese Halliburton over 34.5 points, rebounds, assists. So OddsJam, you can also sync certain accounts, so you don't have to manually add them, which is really cool. So the bet tracker is completely free. You can also sync your sportsbooks for completely free. So this one, the Tyrese Halliburton play, I mean, just look at the odds here, right? The no big line prices this all the way at minus 111, 6 to 7 cents higher, minus 111.27. So we'll go with 6 cents higher than what we got it at PointsBet at minus 105. So all in all, good price there. Looking at the other markets, so only 2 other sports books price it at 34.5. BetOnline heavily favors it going over at minus 135, the other side at plus 104. And then BetRivers prices it at minus 112. So not quite favoring the over, but having it kind of 50-50. And then if you view this one in an event page, you see the other sports books price it at 33.5. So a point lower, but look how heavily they favor it going over. Pinnacle, minus 137. Bet365, minus 140. DraftKings, minus 140. Caesars, minus 139. FanDuel, minus 136. So again, I liked getting it a point higher than what these sportsbooks have, but at significantly better odds. I mean, the difference of, if you're risking to win 100, it's a difference of like $35. Best price at 33.5 versus best price at 34.5. So to me, again, it made sense to take the higher number at the better odds at minus 105. So Tyrese Halliburton over 34.5 points, rebounds, assists is my next play. My third one that I'm going to lock in here is this Damian Lillard over one. The odds changed, so unfortunately that is not going to be my next one. So let me go ahead and refresh this page, make sure that I'm working with the most up-to-date odds. Because the next one that I was going to lock in, let's see if that one's still available. Yes, this one still is. Anthony Edwards over 21.5 points, minus 119 at Caesars. So this one I'm going to put a full unit on as well. $100 here, my third play, my second one that's a full unit. I'll try and find another one to round this out with 4 plays, so you have all 4. But same logic here, right? Minus 119, a little bit juiced against our favor, but look where the other sportsbooks price it. So yes, PointsBet does have it closer, but DraftKings, minus 140. Bet365, minus 145. BetOnline, minus 139. Pinnacle, minus 147. All of them have it. That's such a pretty favorably, like 20 to 25 to close to 30 cents higher than what the Caesars line is giving us at minus 119. So this is a good price. I'll admit the Anthony Edwards one can go both ways because he's kind of been complaining about the spacing of the team, and I can't blame him, right? Playing with Cat, playing with Rudy Gobert in a clunky offense that could use a little bit more spacing. I get the frustration, especially for someone that is as athletic as him that needs space going to the rim. I believe that they're going to get it figured out, and they're going to need, I mean, Anthony Edwards is the dog of the team, right? They're going to need to get him going. So I think that they're going to force feed him the ball. I admit it makes me a little nervous because any type of issues like that, you wonder, is it going to be a squeaky wheel treatment where they give him a bunch of touches, or are they going to face him out and say, hey, don't complain to the media? We'll see. I'll trust the math on this one, getting it at a pretty good price. No big line of about minus 122. So this is my third play. Again, Caesars is another sports book that automatically syncs, so I don't need to do that, or I don't need to manually add it because it automatically does it. So let me give this one a refresh, and let me find another play that I really like to make sure that, again, I can round it out with a nice top 4. And the one that I wanted to look at here was this Gary Trent over 2.5 made threes, minus 108 at BetRivers. So this is a play. It's another pretty good price, minus 108 at BetRivers. Pinnacle, minus 152. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave this in. This is actually going to be an example of one that I wouldn't take because the biggest outlier here is actually the Pinnacle line at minus 152. I didn't catch that at first, but most books have it, maybe 10 to 17 cents higher. So it's not a horrible price getting this at minus 108. But this is the clear outlier here, the minus 152. And those are the types of betting opportunities that I don't necessarily want to take advantage of. I want to find it where the sportsbook that we are placing the bet on is the clear outlier. So Anthony Davis, Let's try this one. And this is a good price. This is kind of what we're looking for. Anthony Davis under 34.5 points, rebounds, assists, plus 100 at PointsBet. The closest book is minus 114, and every other book has it in the minus 120 range, minus 121, minus 120, minus 121, stuff like that. So this is a good price. So let me go ahead and go to PointsBet and lock this one in. I'm looking for the Lakers, Clippers, and Anthony Davis to go under 34.5 points, rebounds, assists. I mean, this one makes sense. Anthony Davis has been struggling a lot, so he just can't stay healthy. So I'm going to try and get a half unit on this one. They might limit me to like 49.99. No, they accepted it. So this is my fourth and final player prop for today. Anthony Davis under 34.5 points, rebounds, assists. And that's it. So I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully it made sense why I avoided the one I did, and that you appreciated that I left it in, so you can see the types of stuff that I'm looking for. If you have any questions, comment on the video with your feedback. If you want to find me, you can on Twitter at Jedi Modi, where I post plays as the day goes on, plus some other nonsense. But for this video, that's it. So appreciate you guys watching, and have a good one.